Hola bonitas, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a full face of new makeup. I am very excited, bonitas, because I have a good amount of products here that are new. A lot of them are high-end. This is kind of more so of like high-end makeup. That's new. I will be doing an affordable one. Actually, let me know if you want to see an affordable one, okay? Let a girl know and I can definitely do that. But I've just gathered a bunch of new that's come out. And I'm like, you know what, let's talk about it, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and transform esta carita from this to something a little bit more put together. So grab a snack, grab your cafecito, and let's get started, bonitas. Okay, so first things first, I'm gonna start off with lip balm. I'm gonna be using a Summer Fridays one. This isn't too new. I mean, this came out during the holidays. It's the hot cocoa one. Love it. But Summer Fridays has been launching more lip balms lately. I think they relaunched their birthday one, so that's new, but the one that I have here came out I think in the fall. Yes, I got it when I went to New York with my boyfriend. That's when I got this. Really love it. I wear this a lot when I go on YouTube Live, so that's where you'll see it. But let's go ahead and start. So I'm gonna start off with this Lawless moisturizer. This is the Lawless Forget the Filler Skin Plumping Line Smoothing Perfecting Cream. So I actually received a package from Lawless with their new foundations. Ooh, it's pink. Do you want to see that? It's like a little pink moisturizer. So Lawless came out with new foundations. So they sent over their foundations and I'm going to be trying the foundation out in this video, seeing how it does. But they did send over also their moisturizer. So I'm trying this out for the first time. Feels nice. It's a creamy consistency. Like it's definitely creamy, but it melts right into the hands and into the skin when I'm applying it. So I like that. Like it's just easy to work with. Let me actually read a little bit about this. This looks really nice. A line smoothing perfecting cream, skin plumping. This is also a makeup primer. This retails for $52. There also is a mini size of it for $22, which I love when they have minis because you can go ahead and test them out before you decide to splurge on the bigger size. This is good for anti-aging, also good for loss of firmness. It's fragrance free, it's clean at Sephora, oil free, non-comedogenic. It is an oil-free velvet cream powered by Maxi Youth, a clinically proven complex that plumps, smooths, and hydrates the skin. It's derm tested, non-comedogenic, non-acnegenic, and fragrance free. It's great for all different types of skin, fine lines, wrinkles, dryness, loss of firmness, and elasticity. Yeah, it says here that you can use it as a priming moisturizer to create a plump, smooth canvas for a makeup application, or you can use it in PM as a final step in your skincare routine for intensive overnight plumping treatment. I love a product that you can use in different ways, like a multi-use product. We love that. While we let that do its thing, we are going to move into the eye portion of this video. So I'm gonna be taking this little YSL palette that I got. Super cute, right? It's like such like spring vibes. So I'm going to be doing a little bit of some eyeshadow work. There's 4 shades in here. They look like that. And I'm just gonna be applying that all throughout. I did try this palette on my YouTube Live yesterday. I went to a Valentine's Day brunch with one of my girlfriends and I wanted to try a new palette that I had, and this one was the one that I just so happened to have. And I was like, let me try it. And I like the matte shades. The matte shades are really nice, but I have to say the one shimmer in here isn't my absolute favorite. I felt like I really had to go in and build the pigmentation on it. And you guys know, YSL is not cheap, so I'm like, I'm expecting more from this. So I would say this one in particular isn't my favorite. It is one that I would recommend if you're looking for a really good like pigmented shimmer. I don't think that one is as pigmented as I've seen some other brands do their eyeshadows, but the mattes are pretty good. But also I'm like, okay, if I'm gonna be spending this much money on a palette, everything else better be A1, you know? Okay, so we have that. Now I'm gonna go in and, maybe what I'll do is I'll lay down like a cream shade or like a neutral shade. I'm gonna be using my Master Matte palette. Love this palette when I'm doing a matte look. This isn't new, but it's definitely one that I would recommend everybody should have, because I feel like it has the core essential colors that you need for a good like matte look, or just for good like base tones. So I'm just going in and I am creating that lid tone like so. I may put a little bit of that YSL shimmer on top, but I just kind of want a base for it, because I noticed that when I went alone with it, it wasn't as pigmented as I wanted to be. It could also be because maybe it's more so of a topper than like a shimmery eyeshadow, because it is kind of glittery. But I just still wanted to share like my honest feedback with it. It's pretty, but I just feel like I've seen other brands have shadows that are way more pigmented. So now I'm gonna be taking that pink shade right here, and I'm going to be wrapping up the look on this outer edge. Let's see, same thing over here. Oh, that's pretty. Yeah, like I said, I feel like the matte shades in this palette are nice, but I definitely don't think this is a palette that I would use every day. I feel like if I'm gonna be spending like YSL money, I would probably get one that's more like wearable for every day. So I decided I'm gonna take a little bit of that shimmer, but I'm only gonna tap it on top of that cream shade we went on the lid, that cream matte. See, I think like this, it gives it a little bit of color in there, and I like it. Like it's a little pop of something. So now I'm gonna go ahead and take this shade right there, and I'm gonna use that for my wing. I wanna see if it gives me that color that I want for a wing. See, this is another thing with makeup that I would say, sometimes when you go in the first time with something, you're kind of like, I don't like this too much, or like, I don't know if that's my favorite. But trying it like a few more times, like now that I'm trying this palette a second time, and I stand with what I said earlier, that the mattes are nice, but I feel like once you kind of know that something works a certain way, it may not be your favorite, then you can figure out ways to use it where it can work out better. So for example, yesterday I tried just using that shimmery shade like all over by itself, because I thought it would have way more pigment, but I quickly realized I had to really build it up and use spray. And I think this time I'm like, okay, I know that it's not gonna be that pigmented, so let me put a base underneath, or let me do something where it'll work better. And I think that doing this, putting it on top of a very pigmented matte shade, made it stand out a little bit more. So I really like that. Okay, Juanita, so that's done. We were able to complete the eyes and using this palette. Okay, so now what I'm gonna go ahead and do is mascara. My mascara that I wanna use, and I'm going to just, I'm gonna go ahead and curl these lashes. This is an oldie but a goodie, the Lancôme lash primer. Do not sleep on this lash primer. It is so nice. I feel like it helps get my lashes prepped and ready for mascara. And we're actually about to talk about a new mascara that I've been really enjoying. It's not my first time using it. I've been using it a lot. I actually created some short content on it because I was like, I just wanted to know more about it because it was so hot and talked about. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about it in a sec. And the lash curler I use, of course, the Shiseido lash curler is so good. Okay, so for mascara, we're gonna get into, can you Bonita see that? The Haus Labs mascara. This mascara, Bonitas, oof, this is good. This is really, really good. It makes my lashes look longer. It keeps the curl going strong all day. I feel like it also helps make your lashes look thicker, especially if you have maybe some sparseness. Right now, I do have some sparseness right here in the middle. My lash growth changes, especially I feel like during the late winter I have kind of like a lash shed. So my lashes shed in certain areas, which can make them look a little sparse. And I find that this mascara kind of brings a little bit more volume and fullness to those areas that may look a little sparse. It's also such a creamy formula that I really, really enjoy. So I would say if you've been eyeing or thinking about this mascara by Haus Labs, I would highly recommend it. I did do a lash wear test. I have very straight lashes. I owe you bonitas a lash routine. Don't worry, that is coming up very soon. But yeah, I mean, these lashes are not playing any games. Look at that difference. With Haus Labs, with nothing. Like, the difference is there. This mascara retails for $29. It's a volumizing and lengthening mascara. It's clean at Sephora. It's hyperallergenic and it's vegan. It's a biotech enhanced mascara that delivers 5 times fanned out volume that's nourishing, lengthening, never clumpy or flaky, and safe for sensitive eyes. It's long wearing. I definitely do feel like it's long wearing. I've been using it a lot. It's long wearing. It does contain rice protein, which helps promote hair health. It also contains vitamin B, which helps to condition and nourish. So yeah, I mean, you get some great benefits from this. This is not waterproof, but it's very long lasting. We're gonna let that be, and we're gonna move on to Complexion, which I'm very excited about. Complexion. I have here 3 different shades of the Lawless foundation. I am gonna swatch them so that we can kind of see what they look like and kind of figure out which one will be the perfect match. But I'm also gonna read a little bit about them to kind of see like what works best. This is the Skin Plumping Line Smoothing Foundation. So it kind of goes along with the moisturizer. So there are 33 shades of this. This does retail for $43. This is supposed to be a weightless, full coverage, non-acnegenic foundation that instantly blurs and smooths for a second skin finish, proven to reduce the look of fine lines and improve skin elasticity over time. It's a natural finish. So what we're gonna do is I'm going to pull up the shades that I have, look at the bottom and see. Okay, so we're gonna start off with the lightest shade that I have, and this is in the shade 10M. Comes with a nice pump, and I'm gonna go ahead and swatch. I think this one may work. Okay, so that's 10M. Next up we have 12M. Ooh, this is kind of a liquidy foundation. Okay, that's 12M. Okay, and then the last shade that I have here is 14T. 14T. Okay, so that's what we have right there. So I ended up taking a picture so I could kind of see them up close. I feel like they're very, very good, like close to my tone, which sometimes I feel like things can pull too warm or too cool, but these are pulling right where I want them to pull in terms of, I feel like I'm more of that neutral tone, but I do feel like these are a little bit more, these are like lighter colors right here, like a little yellow and lighter. This one is like a true neutral. I kind of want to go with this one. I feel like it like melts right in. Do you see? Like, I feel like it melts right in. So I'm gonna use this one and see how it goes. That one is the first shade, which was the shade 10M, medium with warm undertones. Okay, so we're gonna go in with 10M, like so. Do you see? It's a liquidy consistency. I'm gonna start off with one side first and then move on to the other side. These are good tones. They also did send me over their brush, so I'm just gonna go ahead and blend. Oh, this is a really soft brush. Oh, I like this color. I like this color a lot. I feel like it matches my neck well. Yeah, like it's a good blend. I feel like the other colors could work too, but I feel like the other colors are a little bit more light, so I feel like I would have to go in with a bronzer to really get that dimension that I like. But this, I feel like matches really well. And it looks so healthy on the skin. It blends so easily. It's a very lightweight formula. It's not super creamy and thick. This brush is nice. I feel like it's not as dense as my other foundation brush. You can go in like circular motions and it really moves with you, as opposed to when you have like a super like kabuki like flat brush where it's more stiff, so you kind of want to more like pat it in. This you can kind of go in circular motions, blend, blend, blend. It gives you a good blend. Look at this. Like, this color is really nice. I like this color. And it looks healthy. Like, it looks like a healthy finish. And it doesn't feel heavy because it is a lightweight product. So far, first impressions, I do like how this foundation applied. I do like the colors. I do like that it doesn't feel like I have anything on. It's very lightweight and the finish is pretty. It just looks healthy. It doesn't look too dewy, it doesn't look matte, it doesn't look flat. It really gives a natural finish that could work for anybody wearing this foundation, whether you have dry skin, normal skin, combination skin. I just think the overall finish it gives is good. It's like that happy medium for everybody. Okay, we'll see how the color does, if it oxidizes through the video as we're working, but so far so good. For powder, I do want to use the Ube powder by Huda Beauty. This recently came out. I have been using it. I think this powder is so great on medium tan skin, but I do feel like this is one of those powders that I use with certain looks that I do. I wouldn't use it for like an everyday thing. I feel like for everyday, I'm still the peach powder girl. Love Ultra Peach by One Size. That's like my go-to everyday powder, but I think that this powder is really nice when you have like those pinky looks that you want to go for, or you want your brightness to be a little bit more noticeable. We're going to do a little bit of contouring. I'm going to talk again about the Rare Beauty contour. These are their liquid contours. These are so nice. They did such a good job with their liquid contours. This one is in the shade Solace. And I'm just doing a few dots to do a little bit of some contouring. This adds the perfect amount of shadow. Merit has these blushes, super stunning, but they recently just came out with 4 new shades. I am gonna swatch them for you guys so you guys can see them. The first shade is the shade Rouge. This is super pretty. Look at that, a red tone. The Balm looks like this, like a pinky shade. These are stunning. This is more so of like a pinky. Stockholm is right there. That's actually cute. I like Stockholm. That may work with this look, a little bit more pinky vibes. And then the last one that's new is Lusitano, and I'm gonna put Lusitano right here. Yeah, it's like a peachy tone. These are stunning for like summer and spring. Ooh! I think I'm gonna go in with the shade Stockholm, just because I feel like it's like that pinky vibe that we want for this look. So I'm gonna go in and take my blush brush and I'm gonna go back in and apply the blush, I can't even speak right now, the blush right above where the cheekbone lands, and just kind of right in this direction, like so, like that. Same thing on this side. Ooh, I like that. It's very like subtle, but it's like perfect. It's like perfect for this look. Yeah, I like that a lot. And I think it'll go well when I dust away the powder. Like, it won't be such a difference where it's like bright red that we were gonna go in with this one, and then like these pastel-y under eyes. I like how this under eye works with this eye makeup. It just all comes together nicely. Me gusta. So far, so good. Let's talk about this foundation, bonitas, because it's working really well with everything that we layered on top, which was cream contour and liquid contour and cream blush. Like, se ve muy bien. Also the powder and the concealer, everything's looking good, like very good. And I also like the fact that it's not oxidizing, like it still matches well with the neck. Lawless. It looks good. It just looks healthy. Like it looks very healthy and pretty, and I can get with that. I can absolutely get with that. I wanted to talk about this. This right here, bonitas. This is the One Size B12 Base Thinner, a vitamin pearl serum. So this is a new product, and what makes this really cool is that this is basically for anybody who may have a foundation that they feel is too thick, just isn't working right now for the winter. I feel like in the winter months, you want a foundation or a product that is more hydrating because your skin can get a little bit more dry with these cooler months. So a matte foundation or something that's a little bit more thicker in consistency may not work as well right now than it did, you know, during a different season, or maybe your skin is changing but you just don't want to spend the money on a foundation. One Size just came out with a base thinner, so you mix this in with your foundation and it's going to give you more so of that consistency that you want, a more like hydrating consistency. It basically says to mix desired amount with liquid foundations and cream formulas to customize coverage and add some radiance to the skin. This also does contain B12. This is a vitamin pearl serum, and I'm going to show you guys what this looks like. So it looks like this, right? And it just adds such a pretty radiance all around. Like, look, this has nothing, this has the radiance. So for all my people that love a good radiant glow, love to like thin out their foundations in case they're a little too thick, or you just want to wear it alone, go off, like wear it alone. But I do want to show you too, and the reason Patrick and One Size created this was because they wanted to have something still work for the people that wanted to try the One Size foundation but maybe a little too full coverage or matte for them. So I'm going to show you, bonitas, on one side a swatch of the foundation with no thinner so you guys can see. The One Size foundation, pretty creamy formula, a more matte formula, so it may not be for everybody, but now you can just go in, apply a little bit of that, apply a little bit of this, do like a little cocktail, thin it out, make it a little bit more liquidy, and look at the difference. Now I will say I did notice that it did change a little the color of the foundation. It still worked, but it did change a little bit of the color. So this right here is with the thinner and this is without it. So do you see how it looks more radiant? It's a little bit more liquidy. So that's what that product technically does for the complexion. So yeah, I mean, you have options. You have options now, not just with the One Size foundation, but let's say you have a couple foundations that perhaps you don't use like that anymore because they're a little too matte for you. You can go in with the One Size base thinner and you can use that to make your formulas more of a easier to work with consistency, not so thick, a little bit more serum-y, a little bit more liquidy, and you're ready to go. So yeah, that's something I wanted to mention. I just forgot to mention it also because I am testing out a new foundation. I was like, I want to try and see this foundation, how it works on its own before I start mixing stuff with it, especially because it's my first time using it. But I did want to show you guys how this One Size base thinner works with a creamy foundation. Again, you don't have to use it with this specific foundation. With any thicker consistency formula, you can use it to thin out the formula and customize it more to your desired liking. Because I know sometimes you may have a few foundations and you may be like, I don't really use these a lot anymore because I don't like the formula. You can use the base thinner and still continue to use your foundations, use them up, and then, you know, get what you want later. But that's just something to note. So now we're gonna move on to the next new products, the next new news. These are by Urban Decay. Urban Decay launched these face bond luminizers. They are super pretty. Mira. We have here Space Cowboy, We have Golden Hour, and we have Over the Top. Oh, wow, they're all so nice. It says to shake well. I'm gonna swatch them all in the back of the hand para mis bonitas, and then I'll decide which one I go in with. Oh, I like this packaging. It's nice. Ooh. Can you bonitas see that? Look at that glow, wow. The next shade that I have here is Golden Hour. And Golden Hour is, and then the last shade is Over the Top. Over the Top is this one right here. Look at those tones. So this too, you can use this, you know, before you apply your foundation, mixing it in with a moisturizer to add a little bit of some glow. You can use it with a foundation to add some glow. You can use it by itself to do a little bit of some highlight. You can also use these on your body, like your neck, just anywhere. And they're a very lightweight, creamy consistency, which I really, really like. This color, oh my goodness, it is gorgeous. I think today I want to go in with Space Cowboy, and I'm just gonna go in and apply a little bit right here. Once you go in with it, I feel like it's very light, very lightweight. I feel like it kind of blends like a serum consistency. Yeah, it's cute. I feel like it's just very wearable every day. I also feel like we're not really like in a highlighting era at the moment. They're very pretty, don't get me wrong. I feel like more so like for festival season or like a special occasion, or if I want to put a little bit of it like right here on like my collarbones, my chest, to add a little bit of some shimmer with like a specific going out outfit. But I wouldn't see myself using these every day. Like, these aren't my everyday products, but the colors are very, very pretty. I mean, a little bit of it on the cheekbone, not bad. I think more so maybe like mixed in with my skin tint or moisturizer. If you're not gonna be wearing these like for special occasion, like if you're going on a like beach trip or somewhere where you're gonna wanna be like glowing and whatnot. So that's kind of the vibe that I have with these. I don't think that they're like the perfect everyday product. Okay, bonitas, so the look is coming together. I am going to be doing the lips now. So today for lips, I want to use some Lip Nunu. So we have here the Rhode lip liners. I did a review and swatches on these lip liners. I picked out 5 of them, there's 11 of them, but I wanted to do the lip combo that I feel like would go best with this, and that is the shade Press. Press looks like this, and I'm gonna show you. Such a pretty pink. And I'm going to be lining my lips with Press. Like that. These lip liners are really nice. I've been really enjoying them the past few days that I've been using them. I like how there's a smudger on the back. Then I'm gonna go in with a new MAC lipstick. Well, not new, but new for now. This is the iconic Fleshpot that they brought back. And I'm gonna be using that on the center of the lip, like so. It's a very, very pinky nude. But I feel like with the perfect like pink lip liner, it just goes beautifully. So I'm just gonna take it like that. Oh, I love that. Ah, and it's so funny because I mentioned when I tried on Fleshpot, when I was reviewing these, I wanted to find like a perfect pinky lip liner for this so that it could flow really well. And I think that Press by Rhode is that perfect pinky lip liner. If you're looking for a good pinky lip liner, I would recommend the Rhode one in the shade Press with a nude pink like this. I just feel like they complement each other so well. They create great dimension with one another. So it gives you that perfect dimensional pinky nude lip without it being like just pink on the lips. You know, some people love that, that's great. But if you are looking for something where there is some dimension to the pink, this is fantastic. Now the last product I'm gonna take is this lippy from, can you see it? This lippy from YSL. This one is in the shade 44. And this is like a shine type of gloss. It has a little bit of shine. And I kind of want to add some shine to the lippy, you know? Not too much shine where it's like a gloss, but like a subtle little shine, you know? I feel like that's perfection. And then that completes the lips. Just a very pinky, like fruity, pinky, springy, pastel-y type of vibe on the lips and the eyes. And then to top off the makeup, I am going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Impeccable Setting Spray. Bonitas, this setting spray is really nice. I have so many, so I have to go through some of mine before I buy a full size, like another full size product, and I think I'm gonna buy a full size of that. I purchased this one when I did my review on a full face of Anastasia Beverly Hills and the foundation, but I really like this and I could see myself getting the larger size. So I would recommend. But I love that they have minis because I feel like a mini never hurts, especially if you're trying to test something out to see if it's worth it for you. So this is the look, bonitas. I am obsessed. Foundation definitely giving us like a healthy, natural finish. If you're looking for matte, this is probably not the foundation you want to look for or want to go for. But I do like the healthy finish. It is a little sticky though, which I would say probably go in and set. I think this is something that I personally would want to set because it does feel a little sticky and I like everything to be like locked into place. As for the color, I'm trying to see if it oxidized a little bit. I feel like it did oxidize a little bit. It got a little bit warmer on me, but it could also be because I added all the other products on top, but I definitely do feel like it got like a pinch warmer. Not too warm, but we definitely got some warmth back in there. But I feel like we made everything work, which is great. We made everything work. I definitely pointed out some things I liked, some things I didn't like as much. One more thing I will say, the highlight, I was looking at it while I was putting my laundry into the dryer. And I do, like right now on here, on camera it looks pretty, but I feel like a little up close, it kind of like separated on top of the foundation a little bit. So these aren't bad, but I feel like for me personally, I would probably use these more so like on my collarbones when I want a little bit of glow for when I'm going out rather than my face. Oh my goodness, I almost forgot one more thing. This isn't makeup, but it's beauty related. So I did receive this new fragrance by Lancôme and I have been obsessed. It smells so delicious. I actually want to pull up the notes on this because it is one that I would personally recommend. I am definitely a fruity, like floral type of gal. I do like a little bit of some citrus in my fragrances. I will say that. So this is the Idole Power Huda Parfum Intense. This one is their first fruity and woody floral fragrance, a blend of fruity pomerose reminiscent of candied apple with creamy, vibrant sandalwood. The base is complemented by signature Idole Rose for a warm, fruity, long-lasting scent. Bonitas, this is one of the most long-lasting fragrances I've ever worn. Like this lasts all day. It has such a like beautiful scent. Like it's fruity, but it's like woodsy. Like it's like grown. I've been wearing this quite often and I love this bottle too. Like look at the bottle. It's just so like chic and sleek. This lasts all day on me. Like I can be wearing this from like 6 a.m. and at like 7 p.m. I can still smell this on me like I just applied it. If you love floral, a little woodsy, you're going to love this. You can find this at Ulta. So yeah, I just wanted to point that out, but that's good. So yeah, that's pretty much it, bonitas. If you guys have any recommendations you want to give me of new makeup products that are great, that you've been loving, that you want me to try out, let me know down below in the comment section. Vamos a platicar, let's chat. I love interacting con ustedes. So thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you so much, bonitas. And I will be seeing mis bonitas very, very soon for a brand new video. So don't forget to stay safe, stay blessed, and stay beautiful. Y nos vemos pronto. Adiós.